Hey everyone, my name is Mackenzie. We're here at the Cioffredi Sports Performance Center. Today we're going to go through part 3 of the golf conditioning program, starting to focus a little bit more on core stability and rotational strengthening. The first exercise we're going to do today is all about core stability and a little bit of single leg balance to provide that stable basis support to help us produce power through the ball. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use a mini band and put it just above our knees. If you have a TheraBand at home, you can just tie that together and wrap it around your knees. What we're going to do is start off in a normal setup posture and then transition our weight onto one leg. From there, we're going to lift our back leg up onto the wall, still thinking chest forward in a typical golfing posture, and then arms come across our chest. From here, what we're going to do is rotate that leg up on the wall out to the side, trying to really focus on keeping everything else nice and quiet. If you're doing this correctly, you should feel a pretty good burn in that leg that's planted on the ground. We're going to do 2 sets of 12 here, and then we're going to switch over onto the opposite side. Again, starting in a good golf position, arms come up across our chest, and then rotating through that leg on the wall. Outside of golf, we don't do a lot of rotation over the course of the day. And so we really want to start to load into that rotation to be ready for the golf swing over the course of the season. So what we're going to do with these next 2 exercises is starting out in a half kneeling position. You can either use a kettlebell or a band for this exercise, and so I'll show you both today. So you're going to start, dumbbell comes straight up in front of you, and you're going to rotate, keeping core engaged, back to the center, starting position, and then rotate to the opposite side, coming back through. Nice, smooth control for 8 reps. As you finish 8 reps, we're going to move over onto the other side and repeat the same exercise now. This can also be done with a band, and what you're going to do is have that band at hand height when you're down in that half kneeling position. Same side leg is going to be forward, and what you're going to do is work against that band. Nice, smooth, controlled back for 8 reps here again. You would then switch to the opposite side, so you would turn so that your right leg is forward as you're facing the opposite way, again for 8 repetitions. This next exercise, we're going to start in the same half kneeling position, and we're going to use either a medicine ball, a kettlebell, or a dumbbell for resistance for this. So we're going to start half kneeling position, core is engaged. We're going to start down on our trail hip, and we're going to rotate up, nice and controlled on the way back down. And we're going to start slow, but then you can start to add a little bit of speed to that motion. So really starting to produce power through the golf swing with this. We're going to perform 10 repetitions on that side and then switch to the opposite side. Same thing, starting at that trail hip, rotating up. Just like the last exercise, we're going to perform 2 sets of 8 repetitions for this. Fourth and final exercise is going to stay on the same theme, and we're going to be looking at core stability and adding in a little bit of rotational stability as well. I'm going to show you this exercise on the ground, but we can also do it in a modified plank position on a chair, bench, or ottoman. So with this exercise, we're going to have a relatively light weight, so 5 to 10 pounds max, and we're going to go down into high plank position. So from here, we're going to do a little row, and then rotate up towards the sky, coming back down, back to the ground. Row up, rotate, back down, down to the ground. So we're gonna do 8 repetitions with the right arm, and then we'll switch over onto the left arm. Most people will find that one side is a little bit more challenging to control than the other. So starting up, row, rotate, back down. If that feels too difficult doing it from the ground, we can do it from a modified plank position. So we can be on the weight bench here, and we don't even need to utilize a dumbbell. So we can be up in this position, feet are nice and wide apart, a little bit wider than a push-up, rowing up, rotating, and back down. What we're watching for here is we don't want to see our hips just fall out to the side. So hips should stay in a relatively neutral position as we rotate up, coming back down, and resting our hand back on the ground. Thank you guys for following along. Take these exercises and put them into your workout routine 2 to 3 times a week for the next 2 weeks. At that point, we'll update these exercises and get you running with the 4th and final progression of our golf conditioning program. Thank you all for taking the time to watch today. These exercises are fairly generic in the sense that they're geared towards the average golfer and are going to help increase mobility for everybody. If you want a more personalized approach, feel free to give us a call and we can get you in for a one-on-one golf evaluation, which will look at your specific strengths and weaknesses and tailor a specific exercise program for yourself to keep you on the course this summer and playing the best golf of your life.